Are you thinking of spending money on Genesis crystals? If yes, then I recommend watching this because it might just save you a bunch of money. There's this website called Lootbar GG, where you can save up to 25% compared to in-game purchases. Since Lootbar uses the official partnership route, you can enjoy all the official Hoyoverse recharge events, meaning you can get twice the amount of Genesis crystals if you have the bonus. This is how I purchased 6,560 Genesis crystals for only $47. All I had to do was provide my UID and make the payment, and 1 to 2 minutes later, I received the crystals on my account. No hassle. It's completely safe and secure, and has thousands of good reviews on their website. Even big shots like Dukaja, Tevat Times, and Genshin Impact approve of Lootbar, so head over to the link in the description and start saving money. New users get 10% off their first purchase. Hello everyone! SKIRK has finally arrived after years of lore teasing and her mysterious connections to Chilled, and it's about time we finally get to play her in version 5.7. This should feel like a huge celebration, right? But for those of you who are free to play or trying to pull without spending, there's bad news. Let's break down the rewards for version 5.7 and see where we stand. Starting with daily commissions, which we can always count on, you'll earn 2,520 Primo Gems from dailies if you log in every day between June 18th and July 30th, the full duration of the patch. No complaints there. Then, the Spiral Abyss comes into play, usually where we make up some extra pulls. Version 5.7 includes one reset, and if you manage to clear all the floors, particularly floor 12, you can earn up to 800 Primos. However, this is not something everyone can manage, so it's a bit hit or miss depending on your team setup and time available. Next, the Imaginarium Theater, which has quickly become an important reward source, gives us 800 Primos in version 5.7. It's decent, but not game-changing. One thing that caught me by surprise: there's no new area this patch, which means no additional Primos from exploration. No new area rewards, and even the offering system is absent this time, which was a letdown. The main events of 5.7, however, do a lot of heavy lifting. Across all the events, you'll get about 1,990 Primos, but that's spread across multiple smaller activities. For a patch with such a major character debut, I was expecting more. As for quests, these contribute about 340 Primos, which includes story content and limited-time quests tied to the events. You can also earn an additional 80 Primos from character trials by trying out the new 5 stars. While it's a small chunk, it all adds up. Then there's the usual 800 Primos from the Stardust Exchange Shop reset, plus 600 more from the maintenance compensation. Don't forget the redeem codes from the version 5.7 livestream, 300 Primos, but they expire quickly, so grab them fast. I always post them right when they go live, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. Now, one thing that really stands out in version 5.7 is Stygian Onslaught, a permanent endgame mode. It's very different from anything we've seen before. This mode isn't just a fun minigame, it's a full-on challenge designed for high-level players who want something tougher than domains or most events. You'll be fighting through 3 battlefields with increasingly tough enemies and specific modifiers. The good news? This mode rewards Primos, 450 Primos total for completing the first 3 tiers. Once you finish those, you can keep playing the higher difficulties for resin-based loot like artifacts and new materials such as Dust of Enlightenment, which lets you roll artifact substats. Plus, you can unlock weapon skins through this mode. When we add it all up, quests, events, Spiral Abyss, Imaginarium Theater, dailies, and Stygian Onslaught, we get a total of 8,760 Primos. That's about 54 pulls. Yeah, that's very low. Which is why, if you're planning to spend money for SKIRK, make sure to use the Lootbar link in my description, as you can get up to 25% off. That's a lot of money saved. Now, if you have the Welkin active the whole patch, your total goes up to 78 pulls. With the Battle Pass, it's around 86 pulls. This brings you closer to soft pity, especially if you have some star glitter or leftover fates. However, I have to be honest. Given that this patch brings us SKIRK, a character people have been eagerly waiting for, the amount of free Primos feels surprisingly low. With only 54 pulls available for fully free-to-play players, no new area rewards, and nothing extra tied to her release, this patch doesn't feel as rewarding as some of the bigger patches in the past. In fact, it almost feels like Hoyoverse expected the hype for SKIRK alone to carry this version. Maybe they're saving the big stuff for version 5.8, which, even before the beta, looks stacked. We've got a new 5-star Electro character with a unique electro-charged mechanic, an entire new area called Mare Javari, and an event that could finally reveal Bennett's true origin. Plus, yes, he's getting a new skin. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and subscribe, or you'll lose your 50-50 to Chi-Chi.